guys. Good evening, everyone. My name is Orolua Oluberpo, and I am so excited to be here today. We're starting a bit late today because of some technical challenges, but yeah, I'm happy that we're finally started, and I'm really here to just say to every one of you, Happy International Youth Day. Coach Oluberpo would have loved to be here, but is unable to host the live at the moment, but I will be hosting in his stead. If you're here, you can just drop a comment and so I can see you and acknowledge your presence. Thank you for joining us today. Right. And so this is Golen. Yes, I can see more people joining. I would like to see your comments. Just tell me your name or where you're watching us from. Okay, right. Amazing, amazing. We do apologize once again for starting some minutes late, but happy to be here. Please let me see your comments, your name, and where you're watching us from. Once again, Coach Olubori would have loved to be here, but is unable to do so at the moment, and I will be filling in his stead. All right. And once again, happy International Youth Day. Right. For those of you who don't know, today is International Youth Day. And the theme for this year is different context, same aspirations. And that's really what we'll be talking about today. For those of you on the live and those of you who'll be watching this later, you know that Go Learn, what we're about is about young people. That is what we are passionate about. Our vision, our goal, and everything that we do is centered around empowering young people to be financially literate, financially independent. We believe that you don't have to be, you don't have to get to an old age before you start to become financially independent. And so we're spending, time, resources, and energy spreading the gospel of getting yourself financially literate, learning how to make money, learning how to manage money, learning how to multiply money. And we have done this for over 5 years now. Yes, 5 years that we are going to be by next year, but it's been something that has been a joy going through to different universities in Nigeria and speaking to young people about finances. All right. And so the topic exactly that we're going to be talking about, as I had mentioned earlier, is different context, same aspiration. And that simply means that we all as young people, me inclusive, you inclusive, probably watching this, we might be experiencing different things in our lives. So it's different context. Some of us are students, some of us are graduates, some of us are already managing businesses, some of us might be doing a 9 to 5, and then different contexts. So we all, although we're all young people, we have different experiences. We are experiencing different things. We are in different stages and different phases of our lives, right? I'm sure you agree with me that that's true. All right. So it's different contexts. Some of us are in Lagos State. Some of us are outside of Lagos. Some of us are outside of Nigeria. Some of us are in the UK, in the US. Different. We're all different, different backgrounds. But one thing remains the same: our aspirations. And it is something that we believe and something that we have been preaching, that when it comes to money, when it comes to finance, every single person who associates with Golen, it has to be something that you are passionate about. It's something that you would have been hearing us talking about. What skill do you have? How are you developing your skill? What are you doing to invest in yourself? What financial habits are you developing? So whether we are different, whether we're in different stages of our lives, one thing remains the same: the aspiration to be financially free, the aspiration to be the best that we can be in whatever sphere of life that we find ourselves, the aspiration to be confident about our finance, to build wealth, even from our small, even from our small places. It is important that we have the same aspiration. We're looking forward to different things. And how every single one of us in Golan or on this call will make money will be different. All right. But the aspiration is the same, right? And some of us might decide to be you're doing you're a fashion designer, or you make whatever it is, or you're a makeup artist, or you go to work, you're a 9 to 5 hour, different aspirations. But it's the same, different context, I mean, but then the aspiration is the same. And so this is really a charge. This is an encouragement for every single one of us who associates with Go Learn. You call yourself a Go Learner, right? Make sure that you're actually going to learn. Make sure that you're refining and really asking yourself, what do I actually aspire to build when it comes to wealth? What am I aspiring to be? Put a figure to it, put an amount. What are the aspirations? All right. What are the aspirations? So this is our chat to you. These are our encouragement to you. We've had LFC videos are out already on YouTube. Last year's LFC is also available. Please go to our past events and watch those videos again. Those videos are super instructive. They're like, they're explicit, telling us exactly how the steps we can take. These are people, we have invited different people from different walks of life to come and share of from their wealth of knowledge and experience. How exactly did they start? What was their experience with building, with starting, how ideas were formed. So we have resources that is already available to you to be able to go back and watch and begin to reassess your goals, reassess your financial goals, all right, reassess how passionate you are about building wealth for yourself, not just for yourself, but for the generation yet unborn. All right. And so if there's anything that you want to take away from this live, is that although we are different, different experiences, different money habits, different money belief systems, whatever is different backgrounds, right? But we're encouraged to um we're encouraged to have this same aspiration, which is to not just people who will be bare minimum with our finance, if you understand what I'm saying, but we are really going to thrive. We're going to desire to be actually wealthy people. All right. And that involves us seeking knowledge. That involves us developing habits, daily habits with money. That involves us deciding to learn a high income skill. That involves us practicing, because a lot of people, what we do is that we go to events or we interact with people and they tell us, okay, this is the next skill that can get you money. For instance, data analytics, if you're in the career space, and you see a lot of people going to Coursera and then paying for the courses and learning it, because they say that data analytics, now you're going to get international opportunities and you can earn in foreign currencies, right? I'm giving an example. But we do Coursera for the first day, second day, and then we sleep on it. The perfecting the skill is something that we do not follow through on. All right. Forgetting that if you actually want to excel as a data analytics and any skill at all that you're building, you must practice. You must practice that assignment and all of those things, because people are going to pay you for value, the value that you're bringing, and how much value that you're going to present to anybody that you want people to pay for is dependent on how well you are or how good you are at it. And you can only be so good if you're diligent in practicing, right? I know that working on our skill, whatever it is, even if it's for even if it has to do with you building a business or becoming a salesperson, you have to constantly practice selling, right? Whatever it is, there is a place for continuous practice of whatever skill that you have decided that you want to build or you want to be on, or whatever thing you want to sell, if you get what I'm saying. And so once again, I hope this has been encouraging for you and inspiring, for you, remembering again that this is Go Learn. And here, what we do is that we preach the gospel of financial literacy, and we're encouraging every young person who associates with Go Learn to actually go and learn. All right, to actually put to practice the things that they have learned regarding finance, making sure that you're putting your skill to work, you're putting yourself to work, you're volunteering when you need to volunteer, making sure that you're working and you're not sleeping, making sure that you're constantly in a state of asking yourself, how exactly can I make more money? How can I deploy my skill a bit more? What other business can I begin? How can I diversify my investment portfolio? Right? That is the kind of mindset that we're encouraging every single one of you, or every single one of us, to have, including myself. All right. And I'm sure that by the time that we're going to be seeing you all next year, next month, or in a few months to come, we're really going to be sharing good news about how you have been able to scale your finance. And trust me, that's one of the things that we like to hear. Every time we meet somebody who is a part of Go Learn or who has attended any of our events, and they walk up to us and just like, see, look, I had a financial goal to have saved 1 million by the end of the year, and this is I was actually able to meet the goal. It really makes us happy, makes us really glad that yes, we're actually reaching out to people and we're impacting lives, right? And so we hope that that will be you the next time we see you, or the next time we hear from you. All right, I hope that this has been super impactful. Once again, to every young person who is here on the live or who will watch this later, happy International Youth Day. Keep dreaming, keep aspiring, keep growing, keep learning, keep applying yourself, keep learning about finance, right? Keep learning to be disciplined with your money. All right, don't stop learning. And so, this is all that I have for you tonight, and is bye for now. Thank you all for joining. Happy International Youth Day once again. Bye, guys.